Okay, so I honestly do have an intro phrase still. So until I get a intro like, what's up everybody? It's your boy Marcaroni up in here. Today we here with another banging video. So before we get into business, I'd just like to give a shout out to till I get that, I'll just roll the same edit because I really like it, so I'll go with that. Alright everybody, so welcome back to the channel, and today I have a story time. But what I was gonna do was some channel planning right before the story, but then the story ended up being a long, so I guess I'll have to do it in the next video. And I guess for this one we just go right into the video, so enjoy. This is gonna be a story on my addiction. Now I'm currently 20 years, right? I got addicted at a very young age, maybe around 10, 11. 10, 11. Actually, maybe around 11, right? No, I got addicted around 12 years old, somewhere around that. And it was difficult managing it, but eventually I get under control to extent, I would say. So this all started when I was around 11 or 12 years, somewhere around there. But like before I was addicted, it started at just getting into high school. So what happened was, let me just say that this is a digital addiction. You could probably guess what it is. So what happened was, our government where we live, they had a little program where they would give everyone who got into high school or secondary school free laptops. I have no idea what they like. It is a good idea, but giving free laptops to a bunch of 11-year-old boys that just going through puberty, extremely horny. I don't know what I was thinking, but the inevitable happened. Yeah, so right off the bat, within the first year of getting the laptops, in school, during school time, somebody get catch with one. Like in the first year. It was a dude in our class. So what happened was, I don't know what it was, we used to play games on all our breaks, lunchtime, recess, whatever, we used to play games. And I don't know what he was doing, if he was showing one of his friend or what, but the teacher walked in the class and I don't know what happened, it was on, and she make a big scene about it. I guess she asked where he get this, what he doing with this, all that. And I guess he's panicked, and his response was that he didn't even know how he got that. He said he just got a game from somebody, and that was there on his laptop. He don't know how he get it. Up to this day, I don't know if I believe him, but I don't even know if the teacher believed him or what she did. Either she believed him or she wanted to make everybody in class learn a lesson about lying. She says since he get from a game from us, no more games. No games, lunchtime, recess. I mean, it's school, obviously no games during class, but she was like, no games, lunchtime, nothing. So that was the start of the restrictions on the laptop. Now my addiction is not porn. Just saying that out now, because I know in their minds it was video games. I'm an innocent boy. It was video games. So I started playing this online game, Dragon Ball Z Kai, whatever, Goku, Vegeta. Yeah, they have a game based on that, an online game called DBO, Dragon Ball Online. Everybody knows me, knows I used to love that game. I used to play that game, and it was a horror game, online, trash graphics, but the community was amazing. But it's an online game. It's not like a single player game where you could play it when you want, if you want to be good. And my parents was kind of strict. It was more of they had that good cop bad cop combo, where my dad was really strict, my mom was alright. That was when I was young. So what happened was, as the grades kept on staying average, my grades, and my game playing time stayed the same or increase, they decided to, take this into their hands, give me a little limit into how much games I play. So I think it was only weekends at first I was allowed to play games. But as I said, it's an online game. It's not like I could just miss out all the events during the week, hop on the weekend, That wasn't cool for me. I was like, nah, no weekends alone. I had to go and find a way to play during the week. For each limit they put, I always found a way to bypass that. So what I would do is, at first, right, I would get homework. It would probably take like an hour to do my homework. What I would do is, we might get homework like go into a textbook and do these 20 math sums, but I had no reason to go on the laptop for that. I could just use the textbook and my knowledge of maths. But I would be like, I have homework to do. I need to go on the laptop. Those math questions would take 20-30 minutes for the most. I would spend 3 hours playing games, and anytime my parents came to check on me, I would just alt tab. Alt tab is just switch the windows. I would alt tab onto some Google page with maths questions or something. And yeah, I would spend 3 hours playing game. If so little, I only say I do the homework, and I would still not do the homework. So I would go in school, and I mean, that's a usual thing for everybody at that age. I had those people that would always do the homework. Well, some people would try, and then some people would just forget, because it's just I wouldn't do the homework. So that was when you could say I was addicted. Like, to tell you how I was addicted, this was Form 2, 12 going on 13, somewhere around there. So what I would do is, I'm not that funny, but I have that stale humor, that humor that's so bad it'll make you laugh. So what I used to do, right, was I would make up comics, horrible drawings, so bad and funny, and put captions, little panels, and I would be like, alright, I'm making comics. If you want to see it, you have to pay me $1. Right, so I would probably make like $40. There's 40 people in class, and it's like 3 classes to a level. So I'm in Form 2. It have 3 Form 2s. So people would come, and it's just $1. But I mean, when everybody paying $1, it would add up. So I was making money off of that. People was buying. I don't know why children so retarded to buy my comics, but that happened. And one day we had a free period. Teacher wasn't there, so our form teacher came to supervise. Teachers always give you that lecture. Your time is precious. Make sure and do some work while you're in your free period. Don't waste your free time. I mean, they're talking sense, but back then, what was that? So I decided I'm gonna make a comic during that free period. And what happened was, it had a dude we used to make fun of because his head was a little bigger than usual. It had the next dude, his nose was a little bigger than usual. And then it had this next dude, I don't know if this was true, but when you get a laptop, so many boys, everybody gonna search everybody's laptop history to see what kind of porn you're watching. If you don't delete your history or whatever. And we found, I think the search up gay porn, and they found a link. I don't know if it was just like a pop-up ad or whatever, I don't really care. But it was funny back then. So I made a comic. One panel, big head boy. One panel, big nose boy. Next panel, the boy with gay porn, right? So like a comparison of who could be, the way. So yeah. And me with my dumb self, everybody quiet, because it's form teacher there, she's strict. But some people doing work, some people just daydreaming and staring into the ceiling, students do that whole period. So I there writing my comic, and I laughing to myself like I'm mad, because the comic was funny. To me, it was funny back then. I chuckled to myself, and she see me, so she come and she was like, "Mark, what is that? What you doing there?" So I so dumb. I just perk up, and I started acting around nervous. I was like, nothing else, I doing my work. So she was like, bring that. So I tried to hide the page, and I so dumb. I tried to hide the page, and she see me pulling out the page from a book. It was a free page, and trying to slide it under my desk. And she's like, no, bring that paper. So I bring it, and she read it, and she was upset. Looking back, I don't know what was wrong with that, but she was upset. I don't know what she was thinking, but she called my parents, came in the office, called my parents, all for that. So when I went home now, so I had to wait for my parents to come home. I scared. I think I about to die, cause I didn't get no the talk or anything. I was a good innocent boy. So parents probably thought I'm mature like that. So they never talked to me about it. I went home and I was scared what gonna happen when they come home. I gonna die. The first thing I did was jump on the game. And I had like 2 hours until they came home, or 1 hour. And I spent that hour on the game just telling all my friends it was nice meeting you. I'm gonna have to quit the game now, and I probably never going to jump on, because I thought I was gonna die or something. Or they were gonna take my laptop and throw it out. Oh, to tell you how I was addicted as well, it's an online game. So I played my game one day, and I had to go and take a shit. Like it was a hot shit coming down, and I had to go, but I didn't want to stop mid game because it was online. It's not like I could pause it. I don't know what I was doing, a boss fight, an event, something. I didn't want to stop. So what I did was I carried that laptop inside the toilet. I went and take my shit, and I was playing the game while I was there. And what happened was, you know now, if you go in the toilet with your phone compared to without your phone, it's a time difference. You're gonna waste time. And I probably take like half an hour or more inside there. So my parents was like, what Mark's still doing inside there? Something wrong, Mark? Everything good? So I was like, yeah. And when I came out now, I come out with a laptop. So that kind of looks sus. Or he's spending half an hour in there with the laptop. It looks sus, but I was just playing game, innocent boy. And what happened was, back to the current scenario with I'm waiting for my parents to come home, and the teacher told them about the comic. I was like, what if now they're gonna think all those times I hide and stuff when I was playing game, I was watching porn. So I scared. I telling all my friends I'm not coming back. It was nice meeting you, I had a real good time. And yeah, what ended up happening really was my parents come home and they were upset that my teacher interrupt them from work, call them for work for that stupidness, and they understood. So that was cool. They just told me, careful what you write and you might offend others. And that was the end of my comic hustle. Make some money from it, but what you could do. And that was that. As time went on, the game, they didn't suspect nothing. They didn't stop me from playing games more than the usual weekend, however. What ended up happening was, I remember I told you I used to sit there doing my homework, and I would alt tab, switch windows. So I used to play where the dining table was. One day I was playing, my dad was coming down the stairs to come into the dining room, and I just alt tab quick, but when he was already in view of me, and right behind where I was sitting had a window, but the curtains was pulled to the side, and like through the glass he saw the reflection of a big light change, because when I alt tab it would change probably from a dark screen to the white Google Chrome page. So he saw the light, so he was like, what was that? And me with my lion ass was like, what was what? So he was like, I don't see a light, something changed, something now changed. I was like, I don't know, probably what was that lightning outside or something? I don't know, what are we talking about? So he was like, alright, minimize that. So me trying to keep my cool and not trying to panic was like, yeah, of course, nothing wrong. And I put my hand on the mouse, and I swear the time it take from the mouse in the middle of the screen to move to the top right and I minimize take like an hour to me, because I was scared. I was like, no, he gonna find out. And what I do was minimize, boom, game big on the screen, full screen, and he started to laugh because he was like, my offspring, this little midget here, he's so slick. He tricking me all the time. And all through that, more restrictions start coming on, and as more restrictions come on, I would try to more ways to get bypass them. And yeah, that went on for a while. I mean, when serious exams came, I did my work good. I grow now, so and I still waste my time playing games very often, which is why my content right now is seeing gameplay. I just play games. I mean more now because COVID. And this is already pretty long, so that's the end of this story for now. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And I know what you're thinking, or you're like, Mark, so you're addicted to all these games and you spend all your life playing games and trying to find out how to play games, and you still showing us this dog shit gameplay? Alright, first of all, that's why this is a story channel and like a discussion channel and not a gameplay channel, because I know I play plenty games, but sadly I don't think I'll be that good enough to post gameplay videos. But yeah, this is a really cool game, Spellbreak. Just yeah, garbage at this game. It's fun though. And that is it. For those of you that made it this far in the video, thank you very much, and I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the overall video, if you leave a like, you can subscribe, and if you didn't like the video, still subscribe, and you can tell me why in the comments. Stay safe.